Oops. Okay. Do I want to use these? Maybe. Oops. Loud much? Okay. Okay, use the really big one. Which watercolors do I want to use? I also have a gouache palette. There's also this. I need to do a quick swatch of these. Some of these colors, I don't know. Let's see. There's like nothing in that one. All right. A mix of those two will work just fine. All right. After I've made all the noise, now I have to see just how dirty my paint water is, because I don't feel like, oh, it's not too bad. Okay. Let me just grab all right. My mind is to do these in watercolor, but if it's starting to look too pale or too plain, then I'll move to gouache. I don't have any of these swatched out either, so let me just grab my swatch. I mean, I could just go at it with gouache. I could. I really could. Do I want to? I can just, because I don't have my watercolors swatched. Worst comes to worst, I could just go over it. Okay. Now I need something kind of big for this background. Let's try this new brush I got. We can try the new brushes. They look a little beat up, but that's okay. We'll try those since we're actually using watercolor, and we'll try the ones I got from Temu. These are also from Temu, but I think I'm gonna leave those for my other ones. Okay. So I have my water. That buzzing noise you hear is my fan because it is kind of hot. Just a bit, in case you're wondering. And that slurping noise is, of course, Mizu, who always decides to drink or eat right at the beginning of the stream or video or anything that I'm doing, because that is just Mizu. So, yes, I know it is not Sunday, but I stay home from work today, medical reasons. So I thought I would just get on here and do a little bit of artwork before I lay back down. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. Just gonna go right into it and pray that I don't knock this over, you guys, because you guys know I'm good for knocking stuff over. Okay. So I want it to be like they're kind of in a cave, but like a gross dark cave. But I don't think I want it to be gray because he's going to be gray, but he's going to be like a mossy gray. So maybe we'll start with him because I want some green in him. And if I mess this up, it's okay because I have a copy of it and I can just retrace it. Now I'm supposed to be like going over this whole thing with water and so on and so forth, but I don't feel like doing that today. So I'm just going to, and I didn't spray my watercolors either like I normally do. I'll just put my brush there for a second. I know you guys probably can't see the image, but my spray bottle isn't working. Uh-oh. Is it just me or is it just not working today? All right, fine. The spray bottle doesn't want to work, so we'll do a different method. Hopefully we're not moving weird today. Looks like we're moving fine. All right, so I'm gonna start with looks like a light gray. This gray looks earthy, very warm, so I'll try that. Put a little bit down. And we will just, let's start with his leg. I don't know why, but let's just start there, just so we can get some color down. This is so light and pale compared to the gouache. Let's get some color down on his hands. I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm gonna be out a little bit outside the lines, but that's all right. And then I'm just basically working on things to put in my portfolio that I'm working on. So I thought I'd get around to this image that I've kind of been putting off. I've been putting it off for a while. I've had it printed and put on paper and everything, but I just haven't gotten to the actual coloring of it. So I'm hoping that this turns out pretty good versus, because I know I like the way gouache looks. So watercolor I'm still kind of playing around with, so hopefully he turns out okay. Our little rock monster. I feel like I could have drawn him a little bit cuter, because if this was in the children's book, I don't know, would it look too scary? Maybe. If I was a kid and I seen this, would I be scared? Maybe if it was being read to me at night, but if I color it cutely, it won't look so cute. It won't look so scary, right? So let's try to keep that in mind. Plus he's got like nice little plants. Well, let me scoot this up so you guys can see. He's got nice little plants growing out of him, so. Let's see. Maybe we can add a little bit more here. I was gonna turn this into a video, but then I was like, I'm just at home, so I might as well just jump on live. I know some of you are probably already in bed. Most of my viewers, I think, are either on the other side of the world for some reason, or they are on the East Coast, which is, I think, 3 hours ahead of me, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all good. And in the background, I think I do still want it to be gray. I think it'll just be a darker gray because he has this lantern in his hand. I'm gonna make his eyes glowing, I think. You guys know I'm good for talking as I go, so if you're lurking, feel free to lurk. It's fine. Lurkers are okay. I don't know, this part came out a little bit too light. Okay. So we got our little monster dude, and if worse comes to worse, I can always put some color pencil over the top. But for now, at least we got some color on this guy. All right, and then, so for the background, I think I want it darker, except for like this area. So I do have this darker gray. It looks almost like a green, actually. It's like a green gray. Do I want that kind of gray? I almost want this. I can water this. I have a dark, it's really dark. This might be too dark, but I can water it down, and we can work with that because it's a little bit darker, and I can just kind of work with this one. Just put that back around her ears. Should we make this Bo, or should we make this her brother? We don't have a lot of pictures of her brother, so I was thinking maybe make this one her brother, since they kind of look alike. I might even make them twins. I'm not sure yet, but so for now, I'm just gonna keep putting a lot of water in this one. I wish I could have sprayed my watercolors, but my spray bottle wanted to act kind of funny, so it's fine. Should I just put like a dose of water down for this background and then add this? Maybe that'll help. And I'm just gonna go right over these plants because I kind of wanted to have like a not so creepy vibe. So I almost feel like I should have put, let me see, because I feel like some of these lines are too hard. So let me just kind of try to soften them up a little bit. I could have just used a different brush as well, but I don't know. Watercolors are hard. I personally prefer gouache, but I thought I'd be a little different today. You guys tired of me using gouache? We're gonna add probably some green and some brown to our little monster. Just because I feel like he's blending too much into the background already. Even though I'm not quite done with the background. Or I can add some brown into this background. Maybe we should have done like yeah, like that's nice. I like that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of that and a little bit of that. Add a bunch more water to it. This will be the ground, definitely. And I'm still, all I did was mix some brown in with that gray I was using, so that's. Hey, View. I know it's not Sunday. I'm just on. What are you up to? You over there painting too? What are you painting, like your own work, or what are you doing? I decided to use watercolor, but I might switch to gouache because I cannot get this watercolor stuff figured out. I don't see how people do it. I'm trying though. I am, but oh, you're painting in a tarot card book. Okay. This painting is turning out to be a little annoying because I don't like the way it looks with the watercolor. So I'm just trying to figure things out. And then I couldn't get my spray bottle to work, so I'm like, I couldn't wet my watercolors like I wanted to, which is also annoying. Okay. I don't know, it looks kind of funny looking. You don't like the tarot cards with the pictures? Yeah. I don't know, I might let this dry. It's kind of lumpy too. And I just stuck my hand in it, which probably wasn't good either. I keep forgetting watercolors take a minute to dry. So, all kinds of stuff happening. All right. This is turning into one of those sit it to the side paintings. I was trying to go into StreamYard, but it was not cooperating. I think I'm just gonna do some sketching because this watercolor is not it right now, and I don't know why. I need some more practice with it, and it won't be on this painting because this one's already giving me a headache. So I'm gonna let it dry and figure that out. Okay. I know everybody's watching is probably like, she is all over the place. This is all the time. I am bringing in my sketchbook. When I get annoyed like that, I just step away. Just step away from it. Okay, what are we doing today? You're taping while watching me. Okay. I think I am going to draw something. I don't know what. Let's see. I was thinking I need like then speed it up and put the music on. Okay. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So, all right. So I do have my little book here off to the side. So maybe I'll just try to do some poses or something. I'll pick a cool one. They have an animal book. Ooh, okay. Let's play around with the ideas grid. Okay. Let's see. I don't have a I need like a number generator or something. And I don't have one. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. Because matter of fact, you all can sit here and watch me while I do it. So for my next episode of what do you call it? You know, how to fill up your sketchbook. I am drawing blanks tonight and I don't know why. What I'm gonna do, this idea grid is perfect. So I'm just gonna write some of these things down, probably all of them down on some paper, and I'm gonna separate them. And I think I can probably get like some little what do you call it, like little jars or something, and just pull from it, and that will be like my little idea jar. So let's do that. I feel like this paper is too small. It's fine. I'll just cut it up into like strips or something. Okay. That's what we will do today. Like, I knew I wanted to get on. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I just wanted to hang out. I don't know. This book's so dusty. I haven't picked it up in I don't know how long. Okay, where is the paper cutter? How many of these things do I need? A lot. Okay. So I think I'm going to use like 2 lines for each one. All right. I could just cut it, but we all don't want to see Jazz try and cut anything. So I have a giant paper cutter that I have to be careful not to slice my whole hand off with. And I'm just going to cut some strips. I don't know if I cut that right, but that's okay. I was also working on building my website, making it look a little bit more decent. Because right now it kind of just looks like, you know, it's still a little green. So I am working on that. But I thought I'd do something a little bit productive tonight. You guys can be productive with me. If you're just listening while you work, that's fine too. This paper is no longer even. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So what paint are you using, View? And does it work well in the book you're working in? You're more adventurous in using your paints in your books. I'd be kind of scared. I don't want to like mess up the paper. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. Gonna lock it up. All right. So for anatomy, I'm just gonna write these things down. I'm gonna move this slightly. There went pan. There went pen number 1. What's that? Like watercolors? Oh, okay. Why are they calling it number 1? Oh, intense. Oh, okay. If I put this fan right here, it's gonna blow all these little papers away. So I'm gonna bring that up just a bit. Okay. Right, so I can write some of these things down, and then I'm gonna leave it here in case somebody else wants to write them down for drawing prompt ideas. If you want to write some of them down, I'm gonna leave this here while I write. So I'm gonna do the anatomy ones first. Write them all down, put them in a pile, so on and so forth. Oh, there's 1 and 2. Okay. I see. Do you have both of them or do you just have 1? Where is my pins? Okay, here. Because I feel like I can put some of these on more than 1 paper too. Because these strips are kind of long. So I'm just gonna probably cut them in half as well. That way I'm not just wasting paper, you know? So I have my scissors here that are just a tad bit sharp, not too sharp. Just 1, sick of it. Oh no, why? Limited colors. Yeah, I hear you on that one. And then it's kind of like you don't want to mix the colors either. That's how I am. I don't like mixing colors if I don't have to. That's why I feel like I have to have all the sets and all the colors so I can just pick the one I want and I don't have to worry about it. I should probably write these in like some kind of marker so that I can see them and that they're seeable on camera when I use them. Let me grab a marker. What is this? This is a brush marker that I don't know how to use, so I'm not even gonna try and grab it. What is this? This is also a brush. I have all these brush markers and I am not the greatest at brush markers and I don't know how to use them very well. So are you telling me that I don't have just a regular normal marker? Okay, this one looks chisel tipped. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on, hang on guys. I got you, hold on. 1.5, here we go. Normal marker, okay. So I'm gonna write one and I'm gonna see if it's seeable on camera. Perfect, okay. So we got tall. And I'm gonna like fold it in 4s and I'm just gonna, now we have tiny. Just wanna make sure they're seeable. Okay, cool. So if you guys wanna do this with me, cause I'm thinking of doing this like my little sketchbook episodes. So that way, when I pull, you pull. We can do them on stream too. Get some use out of this book. I like this book. This book is very helpful. And I lost the scissors. Here they are. It's very helpful when you're drawing. And when you don't know what you want to do, like me right now. Like the problem is that I don't know what I want to do. It's more like I have a million billion things that, like a bunch of different ideas, and I don't know which one to do first, and so on and so forth. So this is good. I'm gonna make some prompts. So now we have muscular, and short, is angular? Oh my. I guess angular would be like, I don't know, sharp shoulders or something. Uh-oh. Angular. And the paper keeps moving. Okay, angular. There we go. Doesn't look like it, but that's what it is. Soft. And this is all under anatomy, so like what would soft be? We have broad. It's interesting though. Just gonna fold some of these. I got the new Street Fighter game that I have been eyeballing since they first mentioned it. I played a little bit earlier. Then my head started hurting, so I had to take a nap and didn't get to play too much, but from what I've played so far, it seems really fun. Okay, so let's get some more. We left off at adolescence, so let's grab going for that. L-E-S, oh my gosh, S. It's hard because the paper is so thin. I probably should have picked something thicker because it moves around a little bit as I'm writing, so it's kind of a square. It's like I have to hold it down, but that's okay. It'll be worth it once they're all done. Okay, strong. Anybody been watching any good shows on TV? I found a few on Netflix that I kind of saved to my watch list. But I've been watching The Democrat, I think it's called. But there was like some other ones I added. I don't even remember the name because like I just quickly seen the trailer. And then I was like, oh, this is like something I'm gonna watch, and I just hit the add to list thing. But I've been like looking for good stuff to watch. I like the drama, like the crime dramas, and the you know, like the political dramas, and just, you know, I like the crime shows and the crime documentaries and the stuff like that. I think I've pretty much watched all of them, which is crazy. But if you know of any good ones, I have Hulu also. Hey, Casey. Waiting for the new season of Stranger Things. They're coming out with another one? That wasn't the end, the last one that just came out with all that crazy stuff going on? Like, they actually said it was another one? Because it was a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. That would be cool. I thought that was it, the last one. That'll be cool. I mean, I've already got that one on my list, but I really thought that. I mean, I don't know. I have to go see if I took it off because I thought that was the end. So now I need to go make sure that it's still on there. So when another one comes out, it'll tell me. Oops, some stuff popping off in the beef sector. Okay. Gotta go get your news. Yeah, I didn't know that it was gonna be another one. That would be awesome. I wonder how they're gonna do it though, because they really look like, you know, trying to be spoiler free here, but that really seemed like the end. But okay, middle aged. All right, that's it for the anatomy. So let me just fold these in. I don't know where I'm gonna stick them for now because I need to keep them separated. It shouldn't be too hard. Because I was thinking of putting them all in one, but they have them separated in the book by what they are, so I think I'll keep it that way. And then maybe one day we'll like maybe pick one from anatomy, and then we can pick like, you know, I don't know how many of these little things there are. 1, 2, 3. Looks like it might be quite a bit. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we have 7 sections, and that would be cool. And I think, and I was gonna pick some right now to do, but I think it'd be more fun to pick it at random. Because if you just pick the ones like that you want to do, I feel like you will keep doing like the same ones over and over again instead of kind of, you know, getting the practice in with different ones. So at least for me anyway. Now, if you guys want, you can pick, but I think it would be more fun to do it randomly. And that's if anybody, you know, I know most of my community as of right now anyway is the coloring community. But I do have some artists. So for the artists that are watching, if you are following along in the coloring community, you technically can follow along too. Pick something at random, find that in your coloring books and color them. Honestly, like, so if you pull something, let's say you pull like square for anatomy, you would go through your coloring books and find someone that has kind of a square shaped body, and you can color them. Artists, you know what to do already. Okay, so this is anatomy, so we will keep anatomy. I guess I don't even have Ziploc bags. What's going on with my life? We'll just keep them in a little pile over here. Right. All right. So then next we have style. Some of these are pretty cool. Mixed matched. Wow. That'll be hilarious. Can you imagine drawing someone with some mixed match clothes? Funny. Okay. So I'm just separating these little papers. It's probably not the most exciting stream in the world, but I know a lot of you use me for just background noise anyway, so I'm just gonna write colorful. Then we have plain. Practical. What would a practical style look like? Some of these I might have to Google. Like, what would a practical style look like? Just to get like an example, because, ooh, severe. Severe style? Some of these are interesting. Like this, I don't know why I didn't, and I, like I said in one of my other videos, I haven't quite made it through this entire book yet. So before I get through the entire book, I'm actually going through it with you guys. If you aren't, if you didn't know and haven't seen the video yet, I'm actually working through it with you guys. For now, anyway, depending on, you know, how much traffic it gets, if you guys are actually interested in it. And if not, then I will just move on to something else. So far, I don't think it has that much traffic, but like I said, it's hard to kind of gauge at the moment because um, most of my viewers are from the coloring community. So it's a little hard to gauge on which art videos I should keep up and which ones I should move on from because it's not a lot of, I don't have that many art viewers yet. One day. Okay. Okay, so we did vintage, we did neat. We are now on sporty. This mismatch one is very fun. Like, I can't wait to pull that one. Alternative? Okay. And then the emotion one, that one's really going to be fun because I need to practice on my emotions and my faces because with my characters, usually the eyes are just little dots. So I have to figure out a way to kind of make it their face still expressive, if that makes any sense. Easier said than done, but that is what practice is for. And I've been doing really good at keeping up with my sketchbook every day, keeping up with sketching in it, and you know, most of my sketches are just thumbnails and random little me trying to figure out how to draw certain things, but that's all part of the process. So I just carry it around with me everywhere and get as much done in it. Not even so much as much done, but just get as much practice as I can. Ooh, expensive. That's a good one. And simple. All right, we're gonna fold these up. And I have to keep these separate from the other ones. So I have to find a separate pile to keep them in. I think I will probably go see what kind of little tiny containers I can find at a store. Or Ziploc bags or cups or something, but tiny so they can, you know, kind of sit on my desk. So I might just do little Ziploc bags, like the little snack size. Not sure. Just something. Or I can just, because I don't want to, I probably, if I would have used different color paper, that would have been, I could have just put them in one big thing and just pulled the colors I needed. That probably would have been smarter. But then I would have had to pull out all these different colors of paper, and my paper is kind of not exactly accessible at the moment, my different color paper. So I mean, this will do for now. Because I can always just redo it. But this will work. Ooh, okay. I also brought out my coloring book by my other one by Nick Filbert. I think it's called Irene. I brought that out. I haven't done a page in there yet, and I really want to. but I haven't tested any of my materials on the paper either. So I'll probably get around to doing that this weekend. Maybe on Sunday, but not for sure. Maybe because Sunday will be kind of like my birthday stream, since my birthday's on Tuesday and I'll be at work and I won't be able to stream or do a video or anything of that nature. So I will do that on Sunday probably. Okay, so that section is done, and then I don't know where I'm gonna keep them. They're already like all over the place. Okay, and then some of these I see I'm gonna have to like fold a little bit harder because they're already like falling apart or smaller. Okay, next we got emotion, and then I have these you know what, I think I have something I can put them in. I have like these little, at least for now anyway. How many did we say we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I have like these little, I guess you can call them lunch bags. These things. So I can cut them smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I got these like from the 99-cent store. But I can cut them down and put them in there. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna like cut them small because they don't need to be this big. So let's see if this is big enough. Yeah, like look, that's cute. It's a little tiny bag, so we can do that. Yep, I got these from the 99, and what did I get them for? I don't even remember, but I only needed like a few, so I still have like the whole bag thing, and then I can use this other half for something else. I mean, it's not a bag anymore, but I can still use it for something. Maybe I can draw on it and put it in my sketchbook. It'll add some nice texture to my sketchbook, I think. So what are you guys working on? Anybody working on art related things and coloring related stuff? Painting, sewing, random hobbies, planting? I will probably be on for like an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then I will probably go and get my shower and everything ready. Have a good, nice nap. Might get another video together. But I can get this part done with you guys, and then we can go and carry on with our lives. The night, I know it's probably late for some of you, so I do appreciate anybody that's stopping by to hang out, because I know it's probably pretty late. Not for me, it's only 8:30 for me, but for some of you, I'm sure it is probably a little late. Okay, so we have anatomy on this one, so I'm just gonna write anatomy. Boom. Nothing's fancy, just gonna write it on there. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna put all my little anatomy pieces in there. And then I'll just kind of, I don't know how I'm gonna close it. Probably like a paper clip. I have paper clips randomly in different spots of my room. So whenever I find a paper clip, I'll just paper clip it. It's 10:35. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. And then the one we just did was style. Do you have like work or anything that you have to do tomorrow? Because I do. But I don't work until, I work at night, so, or like midday to night. And then, so it's not too bad. I can kind of stay up a little bit late because I'm usually still at work right now anyway, so. Okay, yep. Style, and I have no idea what I did with my paper clips. I just know that I have some. So I'm just, for now, just gonna paper clip them all together. Oh, paper clips aren't a good idea. It's tearing up the bag. So I will use one of those other clip thingies. If I can find one. I have one, I just have to figure out what I did with it. Nope. Besides taking it of the kids. Yeah, that's a job right there. Okay, so we got style and anatomy. Now we're moving on to emotion. Yeah, that is a definite 24-hour job right there. So that counts as work, ma'am. All right, we're moving on to emotion. So can you guys see emotions? This last one over here. So this is where we are. So we got cheerful. I also have, if you watched my video with me going through this book, I have the link to it if anybody is interested. It's on Amazon. It's I think right now it's like 40 bucks. To me, if you're an artist and you're learning how to draw and you're learning how to draw characters and so on and so forth, it is worth every single cent. Okay, so we got sad 4-year-old son and a 1-year-old. Ooh, hands full. I don't have any. I have my dog, but I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, so I knew you have your hands full. With just the 4-year-old alone, if nothing else, because I know he is running around by now. A curious little thing, running and getting into everything, I bet. Okay, we got worried. And we have overjoyed. We have awkward. Relaxed. Some of these papers are like sticking together. Relaxed. Disgusted. Disgusted. My dog finally found a corner of the room to go to sleep in. I don't know how much longer that's gonna last. She'll probably get up and find something to get into. Surprised. Okay. Wistful. That's an interesting one. Then we have bored. Maybe I will do one random one in the video and see what it's like. Kind. Then we have odd. These expressions alone is like good enough to practice. Excited. So just imagine mixing them with other things. Then you have furious. They're both running around. Oh no. Chasing it. Yep. Yeah, I believe that 100%. Ooh, I can imagine. Do they get into your art supplies and your coloring books? Ooh, I bet they're a little fast too. Oh my goodness, I bet you they are fast. Running around the house, you trying to catch up to them? Oh, the 1-year-old also. She's the little troublemaker. Okay. That's funny. They're keeping you busy though. Making sure keep you on your toes. All your stuff and then some. I can only imagine. That is one thing I don't have to worry about too much with my dog. Now she gets into like she'll get into the bathroom trash if we leave like you know, the bathroom door open when we leave, so we have to close it when we go to work or leave the house in general. And she used to get into my underwear, but now I put them in a secret spot so she can't get to them. So aside from those two things, she doesn't really get into anything. She likes to play into paper and plastic and chew it up into little bits and have it all over the floor. But it only seems to be the paper and the plastic that comes out of the trash can. So. And she hasn't done it in a while, so I don't want to jinx it. Uh-oh. Ooh, we almost lost one. Okay. This one here. Okay. Alright. Emotion is done. I can technically, I don't even have to like leave these bags like open. I can technically kind of still fold some of them down And I like that still. And then just clip them together at the end. All right. Moving on, turning the page. So one last look at them. If you're trying to get them down, take a screenshot. Because I'm moving on. Okay, turning the page. Now we get into the interesting ones. Southern Belle, rattling paper. Yeah, I am just here rambling papers, rambling my mouth, just rambling. I am writing these little prompts down so that when I go to draw, I can just pull from each section when I don't know what to draw, and then it'll just be there. So that's what I'm doing right now, while also rambling about absolutely nothing. We're all just hanging out here. I didn't go to work today, so I'm just taking it easy. I was gonna watercolor this painting, but then it started annoying me and giving me a headache, so now I'm doing something less headache inducing. But I was doing I started this one with the cave monster, but well, now that it's dry it doesn't look too bad, but it's the watercolor for me. I don't know, the watercolor is driving me crazy because I can't figure out how to use it, so instead I'm doing something a little bit more calming. So I'm just making prompts. Well, I'm stealing the prompts from my book, really. And we are now on color. Oh, so if you want to follow along, I'm going to backtrack this in case you want to take a screenshot of some of them. Because I'm going to be doing videos of the prompts too. For anybody who wants to draw along or color along, it works with coloring too. Okay, so now we're on color. I had to find something to put them in. I found these little bags I got from the 99-cent store. I'm pretty sure I got them from there or the Dollar Tree. I don't know. They're both about the same store, honestly. But I got them from one of them, probably the 99. But I needed them for, I forget what, but I only needed like a few. So now I'm putting use to some of the other ones. Pale, and I could have picked some paper that wasn't so thin to write these prompts on, because it's giving me some trouble, but it's fine. It's just prompt papers. Autumnal, that's a good one. What are you up to, Miss Southern Belle? Working on anything? That says contrasting. Okay, that is a G. All right, there we go. Okay. Contrasting, nocturnal. This book, by the way, has like, I'll show you guys. You should try it. You should, try one or the other. I had a lot of people who's like, oh, I don't color. But I tell them, like, just get you a book, get you some markers or something. You'd be surprised. And I don't want to hear the, oh no, I'm not good at doing none of that. Deep. Because you'd be surprised. When I first started coloring, I was using gel pens and markers, and my pages was looking a hot mess. But it was still fun. And even now, some of my pictures turn out looking a hot mess, but it's still fun. So, and I'm not even gonna get started on some of my drawings. So, you've been wanting to get back into drawing? Hey, no time like the present. I'm telling you. And then there's like also other forms of art. Like you don't have to like draw. Like I see people, they just pull out like their markers and they just draw shapes, dots and lines and shapes and and the crazy part is some of that stuff be coming out looking amazing and really they're not doing anything but just, and a lot of the times they don't put any thought into it. They're just doing what they feel in the moment, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. There's painting, there's drawing, markers. Some people just do photos. Like they'll take a picture or something and they'll sit and they'll edit that photo all day long, make it look good. And that's their form of art. So it's different forms, whatever relaxes you. I know a lot of people that don't even like sketch out whatever they're painting. They just go right in. And I'd be like, woo, you got an adventurous soul because I cannot do that. I need to just sketch mine out. I need to see what it looks like and all that fun stuff. But no time like the present. I am, follow along in my little thing. Grab you this book and get started, Casey, because I'm telling you, it's very relaxing too. Like even if, like I said, you don't know what you want to draw. Like right now, I have no idea what I feel like drawing, and I have so many ideas. I just don't know which one to. Like right now, I'm working on, here's some paper rattling for you, Southern Belle. Lots of paper rattling. I was working on like my characters kind of being on this farm. The book is, hang on, let me close it so you can see. It is the fundamentals of character design, and it's published by 3D Total Publishing. And I actually just did a flip through of it. I flipped through the whole book. It's really thick. I flipped through it on my channel. So it has everything. Like I'll show you the really quick. So it's the table of contents. It has what is character design, how to research, like the key principles like scaling and lighting and coloring and all that fun stuff. And then it has like figure basics, poses, gestures, faces, expressions. It even has stuff on like the age, like what each age should look like the key features of that, blah, 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 blah. But it's not boring. Like, you know how some of those books have like those figures and it's just like text and gray and black and white and boring and no one wants to read it? This one is not like that at all. It's very colorful. The text is not overwhelming and it gives you a lot of good tips. And I am learning a lot from this book. And they have others, but I would start with this one. But they have the other one. What is it? Creating stylized characters, which is the one that I really want next. I need to add it to my wish list since my birthday's on Tuesday. But they have this one, and then they have creating characters for the entertainment industry, which I also want. And then they have another one. It's not in here. They don't show it, but they have an animal one as well. So it is a really, really, really fun book. And if you don't feel like reading it, they have like, oh, thank you. Yep, I'm getting old, getting up there. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. They like, if you don't, you know, you can go through it, and let's say, you can start with like the the head and the hair and the expressions. You can start with, you can go through, like I plan on going through here, and it was one section. This one. I wanted to just copy these body types and see if I can redraw them. You can go through and do stuff like that. Yeah, I tried to draw this one over here, the little Viking person. It came out kind of weird, but I might try to redraw it. But you could just go through and try to draw the characters. There's poses in here, all kind of stuff. So I would say if you're getting back into it, get get back into it with a good book. Don't pick up one of the boring books. And I mean, there's a lot of resources and stuff online, but I don't always like to have my computer and things like that open, and my tablet is usually open. I'm usually watching like a video or a movie or something on it, so that's usually occupied with that. So I like to have a good reference book and learning book, educational book, however you want to call it. um it is available on Amazon. They all are. I think this one for some reason is the most expensive out of all of them, and I still would say if you're getting back into it, or even if you're already into it, I recommend this book. Seriously. And then if you I want to get the animals one because I'm usually drawing animal like people, so I want to get that one. I want to get all of them, but I think I want the creating stylized characters one next. Um, Either that or the animals one. I'm not sure yet, but I would say go for it. Just go for it. And, sometimes if you don't like me at the moment, don't know what you want to draw, just crack open the book and pick something. Or do what I'm doing right now and create the little prompts, throw them in a bowl, and pick a couple of them. And you just turned 31 on April 30th. Oh, happy birthday! So you're only a couple years younger than I am, so you're a little under me, just a little bit. I will be 34, 33, 34, somewhere around in there. And yes, I have to think about it because I don't really know. I don't really keep up. But yeah, checking and getting it. That's bad. I really should keep up with how old I am. But um, when I say that out loud, and I really mean it too, I'm not even sure which one I am, 33, 34. But look into it. It's a good book. It's very informative. I'm learning a lot. Uh, YouTube is also really good, but I would say don't get too caught up into looking at other, YouTube artists that are like astonishingly good, because then you'll fall into that, oh, my art's not good enough. Why doesn't my art look like theirs? Like, at one point, I was feeling myself slip into that. And I was like, let me get my butt off of here. Like, my art style is not even the same as some of these people. And I'm talking about it ain't good. So don't fall into that loophole, because it might be kind of hard to crawl out of. I've crawled out of it rather quickly, thankfully. But aside from that, like, it's cool to look at other people's art and get inspiration and so on and so forth. But if you got a good couple of good art books, I'm not gonna say you don't need to look at other people's, I mean, but you really don't, honestly. I try to stick to just, and I know it probably, I don't want to sound like, I don't know, but I try to stick to my own art, because I don't want to fall into that loophole of feeling like my art is not the greatest. So, and I mean, I know it's not. I know it could be better, but I don't want to compare it to anybody else's art, because everybody's art is different. So, with that being said, grab you a sketchbook. Um, my personal favorite is the Arteza sketchbook. I will show you it in a second. Just writing those down because I got tired of picking up that, opening and closing that Sharpie marker was driving me crazy. My other sketchbook that I have that's like this one. Let me grab it so I can show you. And everybody has a different like, you know, type of paper that they like. So for me, I like more texture. So I like the books that have now. Where is it? Okay, here it is. So the one, yeah, that I like is this one, and it's acid-free heavyweight paper, and it says ideal for a variety of dry medium, but I've actually used wet medium in my book, and as long as you don't use too much, it works fine. It's 110-pound paper, and it's square. You get 100 pages, and the paper is like this one is what do you call it? This one's not open yet, but that is this one that I use. Let me just move. The paper is yellow, it's not white. So if I put like let me just grab something that's white. If I put like this watercolor paper next to it, you can see the difference. It's like cream color, and it has texture. But like I've used like on the baby Edgar Allan Poe page, I use Neo colors on that one. I've used markers in here, color pencil, what else? Ink tints, I think, watercolor. I'm trying to find a page. I don't use a lot of it. But like that one was ink tints, I think. Might have been watercolor. But I know this one here was ink tints. So water works in here as long as you don't use a lot. But this is my personal favorite of, you know, my sketchbooks. Now I also have the ELO. Oh, and also these came in a 2-pack. So this one I'm about a little over halfway through. More than halfway done, actually. And then I have the other one, so that's also good. And then also there's the ELO sketchbook, which is the one that I'm doing sketchbook stories in. I don't prefer this paper because it's really smooth, but it's really good for like filming because the paper is white. So that's why I'm using it for sketchbook stories. Other than that, I hate the paper in here. I just like that it's white. But it's too smooth. I don't like the way my materials glide across this paper. But a lot of things work in here. Now the Crayola Colors of the World did some weird stuff with the water, and so did the H2O markers. And they don't do this in the Arteza book. But Prismacolors, like color pencils, they work fine. Watercolors worked fine. So, you know, a wide variety of stuff works in both of these sketchbooks. I just don't like the one that doesn't have any texture to it, because I feel like my pencils and things, they don't grasp on to knocking all kinds of stuff over. They don't grasp on to the book. So, and I need like some kind of, you know, I need to feel some grit or some, I don't know, it's hard to explain. When you get a sketchbook and you pick one that, like, or if you have an art store, go in there and touch the paper on the sketchbooks. A lot of those sketchbooks, they aren't like wrapped in plastic or anything. And sometimes if they are wrapped in plastic, more often than not, they'll have like a floor version that you can touch and feel, and then you can see what kind of texture you like. Sometimes they even have like little sample ones you can scribble in, but I prefer some with some texture to them. Plus I find the ones that have texture to them, I find that they erase a little bit better too. Okay, so we're on roll. We got 2 more sections to go. Hero, Explorer, and then you can always, because what we're doing, me, Mary, and View, we are going to be sketching and drawing together on lives. We're trying to get that together. Miss View got her sketching going on now. I think we pulled her into it. So welcome to join in on it with us, honestly, if you like. I don't know how many people can jump in one live, but we'll figure it out. Entertainer. Oh, so these are like jobs, like roles, literally. Okay, I see. Guardian. Worker. That's kind of generic. Like what kind of worker? Construction worker, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, check into it. So like if you know you don't really like drawing people, you can skip this one altogether and go straight for the animal one too. They're all on Amazon, so don't throw all your coins at all the books at one time though. Pick one and, you know, kind of get the feel for it, see if you like it, and then you know, kind of get the feel for it, and then maybe get another one. Because I've had this book for about 2 years now, maybe a year or two. So, you know, I'm already feeling it. I like this one. You know, just get a feel for whichever one you decide to pick. I'm still trying to figure out which one I want next. So I might flip a coin. I'm the most indecisive person ever, so today I've been carrying a coin around with me and I've been flipping that coin because I can't seem to decide on anything on my own. So just flip a coin. Miss View must be still caught up in the foolala, as she calls it. Thinker. That's an interesting one. Some of these are really interesting. Whoever came up with this in the back of this book, perfect idea. Rebel. Companion. Teacher. Trickster. Civilian. Okay. 2 more sections. And then if you like, I can show you a little bit more of the book once I'm done writing these down. And then after that, I'll be getting off of here. Just wanted to jump on and see what you all were up to. I started to get on earlier, but my head was killing me. I was like, ooh, no, I'll get on later. So, and then I have to work tomorrow too, so time to wind down just a bit. But now that I'm doing these little prompt things, I kind of want to like, before I go to bed, do a video of me pulling some of these, because some of these seem fun. And it'll be my luck. I'm gonna pull the craziest, but I guess that's the fun of it. But I know I'm gonna pull some strange stuff. I know Miss Mary was also said she was getting this book. I was like, yes, this book is like a staple for me. I also need to be learning the Procreate one so that I can do a little bit of digital like editing on my drawings so I can put them on my website a little bit better looking. But that's uh that's a large project in and of itself because I'm not a very good digital artist. So I have Procreate, but actually using it, you know. And then there's like different brush types and stuff you can use, and people are out there making brushes, and I'm like, wow, I'm still trying to learn how to use them. So I don't know. I could always do my video in the morning, but I do want to at least set these up. So what did you do for your birthday? Did you do anything fun? It's always nice to hear what other people do for their birthdays. I'll be at work for mine, but you know, it's okay. All right, roll is done. Stayed in the house and spent time with hubby and kids. Okay, that's pretty good. After work, I'll probably do the same. Take my butt right home because when I get off work, it'll be pretty much the next day anyway. So I will just have to enjoy my birthday the weekend. All right, we are now on the last two, which is item and settings. Okay, we have book. Hat, phone, scarf, weapon, necklace, cloak. That'll be a fun one. Spectacles, interesting. You can get so many ideas from these. Uh-oh. That is why I said I should have used the better paper. Okay, spectacles. All right. But yeah, spending time with the family is good too. All of my family is in California. So I know my niece said she was coming towards the end of June, I think. Because you know she has to try to get off work and everything, but she is coming. It is a birthday visit. It just will be after my birthday. So I was like, awesome. Someone's coming to visit. My sister came on, she was the last one to visit. That was around, I want to say January, maybe? January, February, I don't know, somewhere around in there. Where was I? Torch? Yeah, I did torch. Coat was the last one. Okay, spade. Yeah, so it's nice to have family come visit. Pinky. Map. Map would be a good one. Belt. Okay. Glove. Just one? Huh. Alright, let me just cut some more of these things. I ran out. Okay. And earring is the last one for this one. Okay, these are my items here. All right, I'm just gonna put those there for now. Setting. These setting ones look fun. Look at this. Magical settings are always fun. It's the actual, you know, drawing of it is gonna be probably hard. Modern. Aquatic seems fun. Castle, that's a nice one. Hope you guys, can you guys see if anybody, well, I think it's just you in here now, so hopefully you can see. Castle. Garden. Vehicle, does that count as a setting? That's interesting. Okay, we have urban. Historical. Ooh, library. Spooky. Futuristic. Ooh, beach. That would be fun since the summer's coming. A nice beach setting. School. Forest. And then I could always add my own if I come up with some other ones. Zoo. Shop. It doesn't specify what kind of shop, so that'll be interesting. Dystopian. Street. I guess it probably doesn't specify, just to leave like it open for imagination. Office, and mountain is the final one. All right, we got them all down. Okay, so just to make sure there's no others. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put these in a bag, and I'll do that so when this is over, so I'm not rattling it in your ear. But just to show you, like, really quick, it has also, like, let's say it's color coded too. So it has poses libraries. So you can go through, and it's just a library of people in different poses, different body shapes, different, you know, doing different things, sitting, standing, running, throwing, you name it. And it has like these little libraries just dotted throughout the book. There's an expressions one too, I think. Yep, there's one for expressions. So, and then it tells you the what the expression is, and then it has a little description too. So I might do a couple of these tonight before I go to bed, because I need to do my little sketch book. And then it has one for, I think, props too, or accessories or something like that. Yep, costumes. So it has like the clothes and the props. And, you know, the hairstyle. It has a hairstyle library. That's the props library. So it's very informative. All right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. I need to do a little bit of sketching before bed. I need to finish putting these prompts in these bags. And I need to mentally prepare myself for work tomorrow. But I also may put up a video of me doing one of these prompts. I'm going to test run it first. But I'm also going to probably do a video. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see you on Sunday for the official stream. I keep having these random streams, but I still will be here Sunday. That will be like my birthday stream. I will see you all Sunday. Have a good rest of the night. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Casey. I'm going to try. Hope it's a very fast shift. All right, guys. See you Sunday.